Meihua Gorge flourished, untouched by war. Here, plum blossoms perfumed the air year-round, and cranes nested atop crystalline cliffs that kissed the clouds. Xiu Fang, Herbkeeper's daughter, lived there. Xiu Fang is a true beauty, with ink-black hair, amber eyes mirroring sunsets. Yet it was her spirit that set her apart, a mind as sharp as obsidian and a heart as deep as hidden springs. She spoke little, but when she did, her words carried the weight of old truths. Living nearby was Liang Wei, a man whose origin was shrouded in mystery. Found in bamboo forest, his origins unknown. Scholar-raised, Liang was graceful and deadly. His presence calmed wild animals and stirred ancient spirits to attention. Autumn moons shimmer, deep connection. It was as though they recognized one another from dreams unspoken. Their bond became legendary. It transcended status, tradition, and jealousy. They trained together beneath waterfall cliffs, gathered herbs on misty mornings, and moved as one, her wisdom complementing his strength, his laughter soothing her solemnity. But as all bright flames do, theirs drew shadows. Zhang Ruolan heard their bond. Lady Zhang, a sorceress queen who feared no man but envied all things pure, saw their love as a threat to her dominion. Seething with spite, she summoned Liang Wei, and before a court of nobles and generals, cloaked her command in false honor. Liang Wei, guardian of balance, only you can retrieve the celestial orchid of Wanshu, hidden within the obsidian labyrinth of Mount Heian. Return it, and glory eternal shall be yours. The obsidian labyrinth was no task for heroes. It was a realm of twisted time and fractured space, where illusions devoured reason, and even the stars above grew silent. None who entered had ever emerged whole or at all. When news reached Xiu Fang, she did not collapse nor plead. Instead, she retreated into the hall of ancestral remedies, calling upon ancient rites passed through the matrilineal herb keepers. For 9 days and nights, she brewed sacred elixirs, recited invocations of Yuanfen, the bond of predestined love, and tied her spirit thread to Liang Wei's through the Golden Sutra of Eternity. Her vow echoed through the mountains. Where your steps falter, mine will steady. Where your breath fades, mine will kindle. Across shadow and sky, I am with you. With her talisman a pendant carved of white jade in the shape of a lotus, Liang Wei embarked into the labyrinth. The trials he faced defied all logic. Corridors looped endlessly back on themselves. Mirrors reflected futures that never were. Voices, some sweet, others cruel, lured him with promises of forgotten desires. The wraiths of emptiness clawed at his spirit, each touch peeling away a fragment of memory. Yet, Xiu Fang's tether, an invisible pulse of warmth and quiet strength, guided his faltering steps. Her prayers sang like distant flutes in the wind. After a span of 9 winters, Liang Wei emerged. His hands cradled the celestial orchid, radiant with starlight. His feet touched the soil of Meihua Gorge once more. But when Xiu Fang approached, her breath catching at the sight of him, his eyes passed through her as though gazing at mist. His face bore no trace of recognition. He had forgotten not only her, but his very self. Xiu Fang's heart clenched like a flower in frost, yet her resolve remained unbroken. Carrying Liang Wei with her silent determination, she journeyed to the Temple of Resounding Echoes, hidden atop Mount Beilong where clouds curled like dragon scales. It was said that within this temple, lovers who dared could reclaim what was lost if they endured the 6 trials of awakening. If your fates are truly bound, the mountain monks whispered, no veil can divide you. Together they entered. The 6 trials of awakening, the chamber of names forgotten. A vast hall lined with tablets of lost identities. They were asked to speak their truest names, not of this life, but of all lives past. Xiu Fang whispered, you once called me Lan Hua, beneath the mulberry tree. Liang Wei's lips stirred, the echo faint but real. The river of broken promises. A black river they could only cross by acknowledging every vow ever failed or broken. Together, hand in hand, they confessed unspoken regrets and hidden fears, the current parting under their honesty. The Garden of Infinite Reflections mirrors bloomed like lotus petals, each reflecting lives where they never met, where other loves tempted them. They had to turn away from all other paths and trust the tether of their hearts. The plains of lost time, an endless desert where memories of their shared years scattered like drifting sand. Xiu Fang knelt, gathering fragments patiently. Liang Wei, though bewildered, instinctively helped muscle memory of devotion stirring in his hands. The pillars of unseen wounds. Here, their unspoken hurts, jealousy, fear, pride, manifested as towering obsidian pillars. They had to admit these wounds and accept one another wholly, flaws and all, to shatter the barriers. The gate of reunited spirits at the summit stood Qinglong, the azure dragon spirit. He decreed, to reclaim what is lost, each must surrender what anchors them most. Xiu Fang offered her herbkeeper's knowledge, centuries of lore passed through her bloodline. Liang Wei, even in his fragmented state, offered his blade, relinquishing all mastery of martial power. The dragon roared approval. Light cascaded like molten gold. Liang Wei fell into Xiu Fang's arms, eyes wide, tears spilling freely. I know you. In all lifetimes, I have searched for you. Though Xiu Fang's knowledge had been sacrificed, her smile spoke of contentment deeper than any worldly wisdom. It is told that they lived not as legends, but as quiet guardians, wandering healers and storytellers who whispered forgotten truths to wandering lovers. To this day, couples across distant tribes leave offerings of orchids and jade lotuses, invoking Xiu Fang and Liang Wei, praying for bonds that withstand shadow, silence, and time itself. So remember this, friend. Love that is true is not caged by memory nor body, it is etched into the very pattern of the stars. And even when forgotten, it always finds its way home. Until next time, best regards, Folktales of Many Tribes.